An age of revolution in Latin America. In the early 19th century, a wave of revolutions swept across Latin America, driven by inequality, inspired by radical ideas, and led by fearless visionaries. But what fueled these uprisings? And how did they reshape the world? In this video, we'll uncover the root causes, meet the revolutionary leaders, and analyze the lasting impact of Latin America's fight for independence. Let's begin. At the heart of these revolutions was a deeply unequal society. Imagine a rigid hierarchy. At the top, the Peninsulares, Spanish-born elites who held all political power. Below them, the Creoles, wealthy descendants of Europeans born in the Americas. Despite their privilege, Creoles were excluded from high office, fueling resentment. Further down were mestizos, mixed European indigenous heritage, and indigenous peoples, forced into brutal labor under the encomienda system, a colonial policy that enslaved native populations. This inequality created a ticking time bomb. Enter the Enlightenment. Philosophers like John Locke and Rousseau argued that all people had natural rights to liberty and self-governance. Creole leaders like Simón Bolívar devoured these ideas. In a famous 1815 letter, Bolívar wrote, "We are disputing with the natives for titles of ownership. Yet we are all Americans, united by a common enemy." The Enlightenment gave revolutionaries a moral and intellectual blueprint for change. Global events accelerated the crisis. The American Revolution, 1776, and French Revolution, 1789, proved that empires could be toppled. Then, in 1808, Napoleon invaded Spain, replacing its king with his brother Joseph. With Spain weakened, Latin American elites saw their chance to seize control. Meet Simón Bolívar, the liberator of South America. Between 1813 and 1825, Bolívar led armies across 2,500 miles, freeing modern-day Venezuela, Colombia, and Bolivia. His dream? A united Gran Colombia. But regional rivalries and geography shattered this vision. By his death in 1830, he lamented, "America is ungovernable. Those who serve the revolution plow the sea." José de San Martín, the legendary liberator of South America, forged the independence of three nations through unmatched military vision. Born in Argentina in 1778, he returned from Europe in 1812 to lead revolutionary forces against Spanish rule. His crossing of the Andes in 1817, a daring feat with 5,000 troops through treacherous mountain passes, shattered Spain's hold on Chile. At the Battle of Maipú in 1818, he secured Chilean independence. San Martín then turned to Peru, the heart of Spanish power. By 1821, his tactical brilliance and diplomatic skill freed Lima, declaring Peru's sovereignty. Though he quietly withdrew to avoid conflict with fellow liberator Simón Bolívar, his legacy endured. Honored as Argentina's national hero, Chile's liberator, and Peru's protector, San Martín's selfless campaigns united a continent. His motto, "You shall be free," echoes across these nations today. In Mexico, the revolution began not with a general, but a priest. Father Miguel Hidalgo launched the uprising on September 16, 1810, with his Grito de Dolores, Cry of Dolores. "Will you free yourselves? Will you recover the lands stolen by the Spaniards?" he thundered. Thousands of indigenous and mestizo followers rallied to him. But Hidalgo was captured and executed within a year. His rebellion, though, ignited Mexico's decade-long war for independence. The most radical revolution began in Haiti, a French colony where enslaved Africans outnumbered colonists 10-1. In 1791, Toussaint Louverture, a formerly enslaved coachman, led a revolt. By 1801, he controlled Haiti, abolishing slavery and declaring equality. But Napoleon retaliated, capturing Toussaint. Yet, by 1804, Haiti became the first black-led republic in the Americas, a beacon of freedom for the oppressed. By 1830, most Latin American nations were free. But independence didn't mean equality. Creoles replaced Peninsulares in power, while mestizos and indigenous peoples saw little change. Economies remained reliant on exports like sugar and coffee, often controlled by foreign powers. Political instability followed. Military strongmen called caudillos seized control, like Juan Manuel de Rosas in Argentina, ruling through force rather than law. Yet, these revolutions left a lasting legacy. Haiti's success terrified slave-owning regions, contributing to slavery's abolition in the British Empire by 1833. Bolivar's ideals later inspired figures like Che Guevara and 20th-century independence movements in Africa and Asia. As historian Eric Hobsbawm noted, the age of revolution had opened a Pandora's box. People now believed change was possible. Today, Latin America's revolutions remind us that freedom is never won overnight. While they ended colonial rule, struggles for justice continue. So we ask, can a revolution truly succeed if it doesn't address inequality? Share your thoughts below and explore how these historic fights shape our world today.